Hello students, in this class of cost accounting, I will be discussing the chapter labor cost control part 2, that is methods of remunerating labor. Now methods of remunerating labor, we will be discussing these two methods in detail. What are the two methods? There are two methods of remunerating labor. Number one is time rate method and number two is piece rate method. Now, most of the systems of remunerating labor being used in all the industries are combinations or modifications of these two basic systems. And there are also sub-methods of these two methods. Sub-methods of time rate method are ordinary time rate method, high level time rate method and graduated time rate method. And the sub-methods of piece rate methods are straight piece rate method, differential piece rate method and piece rate with guaranteed day rate method. Now first of all we will be discussing what is time rate method. In this method the worker is paid at an hourly, daily, weekly rate and his remuneration depends upon the time for which he is employed and not upon his production. This method is commonly applied in cases where the quality of work is more important than the quantity of production for the time taken and the output of the individual workers cannot be measured. The sub-method of this is ordinary time rate method. The formula of earnings is time spent into time rate. This method is also known as flat time rate method. Under this method, workers are paid for the time actually worked and no weightage is given to the quantity of production during that period. He may be paid at an hourly, daily, weekly or monthly basis. If a worker works for an overtime, the wage agreement usually provides that all hours worked in excess of an agreed numbers are paid at a higher rate. The second method is high level time rate method. Under this method, the time rate of the worker is fixed at a higher level than the usual rate of payment given to the same grade of workers. Thus, this is modification of the time rate system and is designed to offer an incentive to efficient worker. The object of this scheme is to attract more efficient workers who are capable of giving higher rate of production. The increase in labor cost because of higher rate is supposed to be compensated by increase in productivity. Similarly, high wage rate needs less supervision and reduction in labor turnover. The third method is graduated time rate method. Under this method, the wage rates are based on time but vary with the changes in the cost of living index. In our country, normally the basic wage rate remains fixed and only the dearness allowance fluctuates with the price index. Dearness allowance is actually the rate of increase in the value of money. According to that, the that is the ratio of demand and supply, and hence as the prices of all the products increases, hence the wages of the workers are also increased according to the price index. If the price index goes down, then the wages are decreased, and if the price index goes high, the wages are increased. Now what are the advantages of time rate method? Time rate method is very simple for computation of wages which can be easily understood by the workers. Under this system, the remuneration is very certain and workers feel security. The workers try to concentrate on quality of the work and avoids overspeeding. The disadvantages are it does not offer any positive motivation to the workers for improving their performance as it does not differentiate between skilled and unskilled workers. Productivity under this method is immaterial. It increases the cost per units of production. And under this method, high supervision is required as workers paid on time basis. Therefore, it also increases the cost per unit. So, due to this, piece rate method is adopted by many industries, and under this method is used for direct workers under which a fixed rate is paid for each unit manufactured, job performed, work processed, or number of operations completed. And the formula is number of units produced into rate per unit. The first is straight piece rate method. Under this method, a worker is paid at the rate of fixed amount per unit manufactured without any consideration for the time taken. The second is differential piece rate method. Under this system, the production at different levels of efficiency are paid at different rates so that at higher levels of production, the worker earns a comparatively higher rate per unit. Thus, this system tries to make a clear-cut distinction between skilled and unskilled workers. According to this method, higher piece rates are given to those workers whose work performance exceeds the standard, and lower piece rates are given to such workers whose performance is below the normal standards. Piece rate with guaranteed day rate method. Under this method of remunerating labor, a worker is paid higher of the two-time wages or piece rate wages. Thus, the wages of a worker is calculated at the piece rate first, and if the amount exceeds his earnings on the basis of the time rate, it is to be paid. Wherever earnings according to piece rate comes less than by his time rate wages, he is paid on the basis of time rate method. Now, what are the advantages of piece rate method? It provides a strong incentive to a worker because it is based on the output given to by him. This method is easy to understand by workers, and thus it is very simple to compute earnings. Since it is based on output achieved, overhead rate per unit is reduced. Since the workers are themselves interested in maximizing their earnings through the maximization of production, strict supervision is not required. Now, what are the disadvantages of this method, piece rate method? This method emphasizes on quantity of production and hence ignores quality. Since no minimum amount of wages is guaranteed under straight piece rate method and differential piece rate methods, the workers may feel unsecured. The workers may cause excessive wastage of materials, mishandle and damage machinery and tools in their efforts to maximize production. Now, where both of these methods are suitable, time rate method and piece rate method. Now, time rate method is suitable where the production cannot be measured in quantitative terms such as gardener, watchmen, cleaners and sweepers, etc. Where the work requires close supervision or quality of work is more important than quantity, such as drawing and painting work, etc. Where the worker is unskilled or an apprentice or a learner. Now, where piece rate method is suitable, this method can be advantageously employed where the job is repetitive and the production equipments are highly standardized, where the operator continue at the same job for long periods. A correct time study for the operation can be made and the rates can be fixed with a reasonable degree of accuracy. Now, examples we can say for hourly rate is that suppose if in an industry a worker is paid rupees 2 for hours worked, and suppose Mr. A has worked for 8 hours, then he will be paid 8 into 2, 16 rupees. Suppose another person has worked for 10 hours, then 10 into 2, 20 rupees will be paid. Now, under the piece rate method on the basis of piece manufactured, so per piece suppose 5 rupees is paid per piece, and if a person has manufactured 12 pieces, then 12 fives 60 rupees will be paid to that person. In this way we calculate the wages for the worker. Thank you.